Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to sunny, windy Weymouth. It is very windy, and that wind is so cold. Right, as you can see, we're in my front garden. That bed there is a mess. I planted things in there and they haven't grown. Oh, Bailey, you keep moving my camera. But never mind, a lot of it's bulbs. I've still got plastic flowers here. Right, I planted my tomatoes out. Some of them, oh look. The wind keeps blowing my plants over. I wish I wouldn't have planted the daffodils there. But it was as soon as I moved in and I had them, and they really needed planted out. Now apparently these grape hyacinths, if you pull these flowers out, the dead flowers, new ones grow, and I never knew that. So I'm gonna have to go around. Up a daisy. I'll have to plant that again. Yeah, apparently they grow again. Right, some of my tomato plants have died because, yes, it did get a little bit too cold for them. But that's all right. So I've got Abe Lincoln. That's an Abe Lincoln. It's only a tiny one, and that's an Abe Lincoln. So a couple have died there. That one is Ananana. I have got labels that I'm supposed to be putting on, and that's also a Ananana. This, which is just staying alive, is a Chupa Chup from Ali. So I hope that does stay alive. That is, hang on, the Bull's, is it Bull's Heart? I can't remember, I'm going to have to get back to you with that. And these are Abe Lincoln. It's really windy on this corner, so I planted some peas here so that they can hang down here. And there, I planted peas up there. I took cuttings from my geranium and I'm going to put them in here this year. I've just cut my grass. So there's not really a lot happening here because it's all flowers mainly in here. But when my daughter came round, she was able to put these scaffolding poles in for me. There's one there, and there's one, I can't see, there somewhere. So I'll be able to do that. Is it called the Florida weave? With the tomatoes when they grow. I got myself a kumquat in the end. I managed to get one. So that I've just picked loads of oranges off of here, and I put them in the freezer because I'm going to make marmalade with them. But these you can eat as they are. So you can pick that off and eat it when it's ready. It's not quite ready. These ones are very sour. Very sour, but do you remember me showing you that? And I said, I don't think it'll make it. Well, it did. And we're getting flowers on this, but again, the wind is taking the flowers off, but there's lots of little oranges growing on there. So, right, let's get inside and see what we're up to. Boris's tree, The Sick No More tree. That's growing well. I might have to repot this year. Excuse the mess on there. I've just been repotting. Hi, Colin. 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 Hi. Hi. Right, in here, I can't believe what's happening. Look at my sweet potato. Look at that. That's the first time that I've ever been able to grow sweet potato slips. That's a store-bought sweet potato. Right in here, I've got these sunflowers. These are teddy bear sunflowers, which Crystal gave me. And they're the other sunflowers which she gave me, which I can't remember the name of at the minute. I've started, well, I bought some of that rock wool, which I thought I would try. So I'm not messing around with like compost and I'm not getting all this dirt and everything. So I thought I'd have a go with that. So in here, I've got the Pungo bush beans from Nick the Gardener. I've got Sugar Baby Bush melons from Crystal. I've got the Minnesota Midget melons from Nick the Gardener. And I've got some petite yellow melons from Premier Seeds. So hopefully they'll all come up. In here, yes, Colin, I've got Atlantic Giant, which I just planted yesterday. So we'll see what happens there. Yes, Colin. Yes, I can hear you. I know. Mummy's ignoring you, isn't she? Shall we go outside now? Just in case you're wondering where Buggerlegs is. He's there, keeping an eye on Colin. So, as majority of you know, I'm not growing many vegetables. I'm not growing hardly any vegetables around at the big garden anymore. And as you can see, I've had to build a very high fence around my beds. Right, in here is a mixture of potatoes. They're all white potatoes. I'm not growing any red. Here is the onions that I planted. And as you can see, I've mulched them with straw. And I've mulched them with straw. In round about June, just as they start to bulb up. Sorry, I've got my washing out. As they start to bulb up, I will remove all the straw and move the compost or soil, whatever, from around the onion so that it gives it room to bulb up. Now in here I'm getting attacked by my washing. Oh, sorry. In there I've got shallots. That's shallot. And here I've just ordered a really tall bed so I can take these. I'm not growing anything in them too at the moment, and that I can just pick up. That one I can just pick up and move. So that'll probably go into the front garden. So hopefully I'll be building that bed with you. That will have to stay, unfortunately. I'm saying unfortunately because I want all high beds along here. I have got my Anya potatoes in here. One of them's growing already. And in here I have some special tomatoes. Oh, so there's the Hossinator from Crystal. Bull's Heart, that's what it was. The Bull's Heart. I got that from the garden centre. That's the, where am I going? 1, 2, that's the Abe Lincoln from Crystal. What's this one? Ananas. That's what the other ones were. Ananas. That's the Valencia from Crystal. And I had this spare one, which is another Abe Lincoln. So they're all growing up quite big now. Like you can see, I have had to put this around it so that Buggerlug's up there. Bailey, Bailey. Oh, no, he's gone. So that he can't climb over. So yes, that's about it. Oh, here he is. Oh. Bailey. 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 He's ignoring me, the little bagger. Bailey. Oh, he's done ploop ploops. I'll have to pick that up. Bailey, come and say hello. Come on. Come and say hello. Say hi. Say hi. I've decided how I want his hair cut in. Bailey, look at Mummy. Look at Mummy. What's this? He's sulking. No. I got a lion. What's this? Look up. Show everybody your lovely wig. Show everyone your lovely wig. Because you look like a lion. So yes, I can't get a lot of filming done because of Buggerlugs. He doesn't normally let me, but he's been quite good today. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased about them. I can't wait for them to start growing, and I'm going to grow as many as I can. I got some of them cloth bags from Terry King, and I got lots of the bags of my own. So it's going to be potatoes, potatoes, potatoes this year. This is all I have left of last year's potatoes. These are all Charlotte. I have planted some, but just by leaving them in here, they've grown nicely, if you know what I mean. They haven't stretched out too long. They're quite nice with lots of roots, so I haven't put them in the light like people normally do. I've just left them in the dark. So I'll have to get them down to the big garden as well. There's a couple of pound in there. So yes, it's going to be potatoes. Like I said, potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. So that's going to be the end of that. And I'm going to bid you all a goodbye. Wish me luck. Bye.